so many of these different campaign promises that were made by Trump both times, to make all these things better, to bring industry back, to bring our country back, and this, that, and the other. And he says that we're so hot right now, but a lot of his own base is starting to fracture now. And I'm wondering if if you're starting to see some of those cracks. You have folks like
Been on
Marjorie
his
Taylor
tail feather,
Greene,
bro.
Candace Owens, who I have no love for whatsoever, but Alex Jones, people like Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson, and all kind of those MAGA podcast bros and all those have been publicly pushing back on some of the things that he's been doing. And so last week he actually by name went after a lot of these people. And so the fracture is actually happening. So what are you making of all this tension that we're seeing from inside of the party and the players that helped to bring him to power?
This is just for me looking in, right? Because I saw the Turning Point USA deal. I actually looked at some of that commentary from JD Vance in that particular.
Hmm.
But what it looks like to me is you're looking. The reason you're having so many fractures is because you have a person that's again opportunistic. When you deal with a person that's opportunistic, then they say whatever they need to say to get the result that they look for. But at some point, this is not selling a car, bro. This is running a country. So when you say stuff about complex issues, at some point that stuff rises to the top, and you gotta address it. And that's what we're dealing with our president right now. It's a lot of things that he said. The reason you have a person like Candace Owens and Alex Jones, which Alex Jones was the last person I thought was going to like jump ship,
And
and he
Alex
kind of got
Jones
off
is
that.
calling for the 25th Amendment now.
Yeah, exactly. I
He's
just saw
calling
that.
for the removal. Yeah,
And that's crazy to me. Like
right,
him, I didn't think Marjorie Taylor Greene would
right,
turn, but
right.
but I didn't think she was going to turn on him. But when it came to those files, she was serious about that.
We're
And
serious
he
about those
it
files.
and so like the things that and what he said, I'm gonna make sure those files get released. That was the
Hmm.
first thing, right? That was him with her. Um, I'm gonna make sure we don't go to war. Guess who don't want to go to war? Alex Jones and Candace. Like so they'll stand with you on some of that other bull, but they're not gonna stand on the hard line things.
Right.
Like, and
Seems
those are
that
the
way.
things that you lied about. It's
Mm.
okay if you lied about getting grocery prices down. Okay, we can deal with that. But we can't deal with you going to war when that's the one thing that we stood on. We can't deal with you like allowing a list of pedophiles, a list of people who are corrupt throughout the world go
Yeah.
unchecked. You the president of the United States. Like, so that's the reason why his party is falling where it's falling, man.
Yeah. Do you think also that they are starting to work themselves around to the idea that he is just unwell and unfit to be president as well? Because I know that Candace Owens is hinting at that too, saying it's time to put grandpa in the home. Um, are they just getting ready to finally say the thing that needed to be said? Now they trolled Biden for
And that's
four
why I don't
years,
think they're
which
gonna say it.
we
That's
knew,
why I don't think they're gonna
but they
say it.
are saying it. They are saying it. I mean, but they're not. Not everybody is saying that they're ready for. I mean, Alex Jones has said that he is in decline. Um, Candace Owens, Tucker, all of these ones are starting to say it. Now we're not hearing his supporters in a large way start to defect in this way. But I mean, what could be, what that could only be what happens next, right? When all of the other people are now starting to say we can't support this guy anymore. We have to get him out of there. And I don't believe that their reasoning is the same reason as our reasoning, but I can support, the
Any
fracture
reason.
that is happening.